How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Okay, it's childish, can't be no homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude, I should be running Vita in Adidas with some short shorts. B-O-O-O-O for me, my green is where it's supposed to be. Your green is in my green is Asian, dude, I stole his girl and now he got that OG. My dick is like an accent mark, it's all about the
I killed the
overeat.
ableist.
Welcome to the Finals. It's a free-to-play shooter where all the physical damage to your character is simulated, but the emotional damage is real. The Finals is set in a world where Red Bull runs the Olympics and human rights were never invented. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it. Now, before we get into the arena and start committing human rights violations, let's get into the basics of the game. Your objective is to get this little box into this big station and protect it until it pops. Before it pops, another team can steal it from you, like that guy who just got absolutely fucking slimed. Now, while the basis of the game is simple, the way you get there is anything but. You've got anything from If I Was a Bad Demo Man to sledgehammers, to spears, to swords, to very small swords, to throwing knives, and more. And before I get any more ahead of myself, I should mention this game works on a class system. You've got light, made of paper mache, high damage output, nothing really to speak of when it comes to health. The problem isn't killing them, it's catching them to do it. Medium players have a very wide variety of available gear and weapons and are generally good at most things. They're just not necessarily the most tanky and not necessarily the fastest. And you've got heavy players who don't need to care about bullets or human rights. The three classes have different weapons, abilities, and gadgets available to them. The gadgets are shared, the weapons and abilities are not. The ability you just watched me use to drop 3 stories in the same amount of time it took me to drop my entire academic career is called Dematerializer. It allows you to demanifest and remanifest walls, floors, basically anything in the arena, and it's very useful for making new angles or getting away from a fight. One of the things that I like about this is that while you can change your gadgets and weapon, you can only change them from a preset pool of 4. And you can't change your specialization or ability during a tournament or any sort of competitive play. It's a really nice in-between between being able to adapt and not being able to switch up your entire playstyle at a moment's notice. You have to commit. Speaking of commit, let's move on to a topic that makes me want to commit. As far as modern games go, the Finals monetization is amazing. There's no pay to advance, pay to level up, nothing like that. Your progression and your money spent on the game are entirely decoupled. You can spend money on cosmetics, but even that is strikingly cheap, to be honest with you. On top of that, the prices are reasonable. Not that I've made any purchases myself, I'm broke. But you can get Icy for like $10 and the bundles aren't stingy. Now that we're off that topic, back to the gameplay. It's not all just abilities, guns, and gear. The game itself does have a number of dynamic events and map elements that make the game a little chaotic. And in this case, chaotic doesn't necessarily mean bad. Usually, chaos kind of lowers the ability for skill expression. For example, in Battlefield, you're not going to see one player dominating the entire enemy team to such a degree where he's the only thing that matters. And the same thing is true in the Finals. You really have to be insanely good for your entire game to be ruled by one player. A good team can do that, but one player alone? No. And that brings me to my last talking point. It actually doesn't. I just needed a segue, and I'm too lazy to figure out something silly. The game's still kicking. People don't want to give it a chance because to them it looks expressionless, it looks too polished, too clean. Doesn't look like it has any real personality, but trust me, it does. Said personality is hurting people, and if you like to hurt people in games, you're gonna love the Finals. The game's still kicking, it's still getting support, and people are still coming in to try it. And I think you should too. As much as I'd love to talk for a straight 10 minutes, I don't think I'm that interesting or that you want to hear it. So instead, I'm just going to show you some gameplay, and you can choose for yourself whether you'd like to play this wonderful, wonderful game.
I gotta just farm money off their corpses.
Oh, I got money low. Behind you.
Ah, that can be there.
Nah, it's okay. We absolutely blew him out of the water. Dog, that's so real.
I didn't have any English words to describe what I was feeling.
The Jet Setters land the first cash out.
The Jet Setters sure look like they have practice situations like this. Great teamwork.
Adversity for the big.
Introduce him to my friend Gusif Grenadine.
I don't know how the fuck or what the fuck that was.
You and a pig sneaks
Or
onto my
like-
mic and I have to
One or
make an
two.
excuse.
We've all been waiting for.
Every state is lined by an impenetrable wall of boars.
On God.
I know the exact meme you're referencing and I fucking hate it.
The arena is set. Make history.
That could be. They run.
Ah.
Yeah. That was coming.
Got his ass?
If you can drop it to floor.
I can't.
I don't have any way of. Oh, that's my fastest wall.
The heavy got all turned around. Don't worry.
he was just terrified.
Oh, they went even higher. To go even further beyond, they said. I dropped my res down for you. Oh, it went back up. Oh, back down.
You're gonna want to back up the second you res.
There's one very low, he's dead.
That's not our problem. The method is close the ceiling with goo grenades. Because God gave me these tools, I'm gonna damn well use them.
Got one, they're down to one player. Last frame before he was out of sight. Gone.
That kind of sounded like that, so that popped in my head.
Holy shit,
I'm all
I am
retarded.
chunking from a distance with the fucking
I'm on the other
KS.
side of the wall.
Dude, the
Got
KS does such fucking insane damage over distance. Holy shit.
Got it.
It's a sniper rifle. This is a sniper rifle.
Germans walking into fray and starting the resistance.
Dude, this is a sniper rifle.
Ah!
Kinda hurt.
Grab the cash box.
I knew your ass would be in here. Nope.
I want to make sure they know where we're going.
Flyers have recharged and respawned. Launch.
Hold on, I can... What?
Oh my God, please.
I get lucky, I
Last
get
one's
lucky.
one. Last one's one.
I just sat on top of your body block.
That's how you play this game.
Thank you.
There's two now. He rezzed.
Got one again.
Hi, fellas.
Sav, chase him, or get him to chase you back inside. Nice. Do you see the vision now, Cheese?
Yes.
Is the heavy over there?
Yeah, in that corner, near you.
He turned me around for a second, but
Out in the
Go ahead.
arena, just as the spotlight swings to our winners. winners, the Kingfish.
Shark couldn't even kill me
From all
before
of
it
us
ended.
here at the finals, thanks for watching.
Yeah, so it turns out if you fire rounds the same size as your body, you do good damage.